Have you ever wondered how you can make the shift from charging an hourly rate for your offers in your business to shifting to a high ticket, value-based pricing type of offer when you're not totally sure whether your clients are going to use specific services or worrying about maybe they'll overuse some of your services, which means that your team costs are going to be high and then you're going to lose profitability on an offer that in theory should actually make you more money? This was actually a question that came up last week when I taught my CEO Shift mini course, the live training where we did a Q&A. This question actually has come up multiple times with clients and other people as I've talked to them about creating a high ticket offer. So I thought it would be helpful to talk about it in the podcast in case you are wondering the same thing. So you are listening to the Profit and Prosper podcast, the podcast for business owners who want to pay themselves six figures from their businesses without having to sacrifice their life today. So full disclosure, if you're watching the video version of this, I completely forgot I needed to record a podcast episode today. So you're seeing me in my rainy day, Monday, I don't have any client facing calls outfit. And so probably none of you care. I just feel like I usually try to look put together when I do podcast episodes, but this is what I really look like. So go Gamecocks if you can see my shirt. That was where I went to undergrad. Anyways, I'm going to use this client as kind of like a mini case study, I guess. She asked this question in last week's call, and this particular client is actually one of our Young & Co. tax clients, and she's already got a pretty successful business. I get to see her financials already, and so when she came on the call, I was like, tell me what you want to learn. Like, what is it that you're here for? Because I know that you already have a pretty successful business. And she said, we charge hourly for everything that we do. And, it's worked so far and we're well known for what we do and we have a really good reputation and we have lots of referrals. But I really like the idea of implementing a high ticket sort of bundled offer that has more of a high-end boutique feel for her clients. And I totally get that. And I actually really love this idea for this particular client. And she asked me this question that so many people have asked me in some form or another as they think about switching to a monthly retainer, to some sort of flat fee, to value-based pricing. And it was this. She said that with the services that they provide, she has different team members who help her do the work for the clients already. And that some of her clients would use her team members for an hour a week. And then other clients would come in and use her team members for 10 hours a week. She was stuck thinking, how do I bundle that? How do I bundle that if I'm not sure if the client is going to use 1 hour versus 10 hours? My question back to her was, who is your ideal client for this offer? Because when you are not sure how much someone is going to need or what's going to be involved in the delivery of any offer, but especially when we're thinking about a high ticket offer, when we're not sure how much it's going to take to actually deliver the results that the client wants, that is a sign to me that you are not clear on the ideal client for that offer, what their starting point is, what their pain points are, what their goals are, and the exact step-by-step that it's going to take for you as the expert, as the service provider and your team to get them from where they are now to where they want to go. And so that's what we talked about with this client. So as a case study, she has an existing successful business, like I said, and most of her clients in the industry that she's in come to her in a crisis mode. They need services quickly. They had something happen. They need help. They're really feeling a lot of pain. Therefore, they can be a little bit more, I'll say, hands-on or like intensive to support. And that her business was known for working with those clients. She's a B2C business, and some of her referral partners are attorneys, estate planners, financial planners for high net worth individuals. And that, she was known amongst them for her business being the business that would help with really complex cases. And I said, do you want more of these clients? Or do you want a different type of client? Do you want to target a different clientele, basically? And, it was interesting to see her brain working because I could tell that, she hadn't really thought about differentiating between the two. That's the missing piece. So a lot of people are afraid to niche down or to specialize in something when you're creating a high ticket offer. But I'm going to tell you, if we take this person as an example, her clients who come in with an acute problem, with a need, they need very hands-on, quick support, they're going to be different than the type of client who is a high net worth individual who wants to pay for very premium level support, who wants to be a little bit more proactive in getting what they need. Like, these are two different types of clients and they have different pain points, different problems. I think that when we think about niching or specializing, a lot of times people are afraid to niche down. Like, they're afraid that if I say, okay, I work with people of a certain age who have this problem and they need this type of support, and they are afraid to niche down further into a more specific subset of that group. So in her case, niching down into the high net worth end of that group, not that she was afraid to, but I'm just saying, like, as like a general rule, right? Sometimes people hesitate about niching down into a subset because they'll say things like, I'm just not sure I can get that many clients. I'm not sure how to talk to those clients. I'm not currently bringing in leads over here. And I hear you, but when we run the numbers, if you do the high ticket business model, you honestly really don't usually need a very high volume of clients. And in this case, like, her population size that probably would fit the demographics of like the ideal client for this offer, she's probably got millions of people who fit in that demographic. And she needs a handful, 10, 20 maybe, in order to really make a lot of money from a high-end boutique-y type of offer. I think though that it can be sort of scary maybe or overwhelming to niche down into a smaller subset of the population, because a lot of us have this, I guess it's like the scarcity mindset, right? Of, we feel like we need to be able to support everybody with our service. But the reality is, I think one of the differentiators, if you're going to go the high ticket route, is that you need to really get good at delivering a very specific transformation to a specific type of client. And so in this case, she has to differentiate between the client who wants that very high-end boutique-y type of feel versus the client who has a very acute, I need help right now, crisis mode problem. The other bit of advice that I gave her in this case too, in case this applies to you, somebody told me this, I think it was back in 2021, actually. It was a friend who was doing like project management for businesses. And she said, this is one of my project manager frameworks. There's like the triangle of cost, quality, and timeline. And that you can't have all three. You can't be cheap, fast, and good. And so back to this example, this client would really not be able to take the client population of having an immediate problem. Like, they need fast. You can't be fast and high quality and also do that cheaply. And so there's also a world where she doesn't have to revamp her messaging and branding and offer suite and everything. Like, she could take her existing clients that are coming in and ask herself, how could I better serve those? Am I pricing this appropriately? Is this as profitable as it could be? Is there anything else that she could do over here in order to really hone in on this client population? Because honestly, it trickles down into everything. The way you structure your offer, if she's got some high-end boutique feel clients, she's got the clients with a big problem, and she's got people in the middle who just kind of fit anywhere on the spectrum of, I've got all the time in the world and all the money in the world, and I have a really major problem, and all the people in between. It can be hard to deliver that efficiently and effectively. So you and your team are going to do a better job to serve your clients if you're serving the same type of client every time versus coming in and having to jump back and forth between different types of clients who have, different needs for how you deliver the offer and what the processes look like. And I literally just have had this exact same conversation for my own business. And so this is something that you're probably going to keep evolving over time as you try out different offers, as you try working with different types of clients. It's okay to change the niche or who your offer is targeted at as you really like practice and deliver more and talk to more people and just figure out exactly what is the best fit. All right, y'all. So that is my podcast episode for this week. I hope that if you have wondered this before in your business, that this was helpful for you. And I'm going to tell you, whenever I offer up these Q&A live sessions for free, you got to come because you basically get free coaching for me. But if you were not able to catch the CEO Shift mini course last week, you can still sign up and get the replays. Actually, you don't even have to sign up to get the replays. I forgot I posted them on the podcast. So scroll back a few episodes and I'll probably leave them posted for another few weeks. I do want to make sure you you know that the High Profit Society is open. It's open for enrollment all the time, real talk. However, for Q4, I want to focus on implementing a high ticket offer. I actually decided back in the summer that I wanted to revamp one of my programs, Scaling Made Simple, and do it all from a lens of implementing a high ticket offer, because I've run lots of clients through that, and the clients who did the best were the ones who implemented a high ticket offer, which has further reinforced my opinion that going high ticket in your business is the way to go. So I have been in the process of refilming all of Scaling Made Simple and reorganizing it. I'm adding templates for your sales funnel, for your high ticket sales funnel, and all kinds of cool stuff that I've never had in there before that I think is going to be amazing, if I do say so myself. But basically, it has everything that you need if you want to implement, sell, and scale your business with a high ticket offer. So I highly recommend you join. And as a bonus for joining, by the end of September 2024, we are going to be doing an offer suite audit in the High Profit Society as a bonus call to anybody who joins in this month of September. Plus, if you're already a client, you're also going to get access to it. So don't you worry, I got you covered. But if you join, we'll do an offer suite audit so that you have the time, you'll come in, you have the time to create your high ticket offer, put your offer or offer suite together, and then I will audit all of your offers. So before you go out and start selling them, to make sure that they are priced right, that to give you feedback on what's included, on the messaging, on all of it. We're going to do an offer suite audit, and I'm really pumped about it. All right, so the High Profit Society is open. Scaling Made Simple is included. I forgot to say this. It's included for free in the High Profit Society, and you cannot get it for the foreseeable future. You cannot get Scaling Made Simple outside of the High Profit Society because I have decided to simplify my whole life. And so I'm just rolling with the High Profit Society as my primary offer, which I love. And I'm basically including anything that I've ever really done inside the High Profit Society. I think it's an insane value. Come back next week because I'm going to talk to you about why I'm simplifying everything in my entire life and exactly what that means for all of my businesses and my personal life, because I'm going to walk you through my CEO planning day that I did or will do for Q4. That's it for today. Go and join the High Profit Society, sarahhyoung.com/society. I'll see you back next week for a behind the scenes of my Q4 planning day. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time.